Pierre-Henri Chuet built a following of over 500,000 subscribers on YouTube by breaking down the mechanics of flight. Today, he faces charges usually reserved for high-level state espionage. This influencer was previously a Rafale fighter pilot for France's Naval Aviation Force, a role that gave him access to the most sensitive tactical training in the West. On July 21st, intelligence officers from the DGSI, France's domestic security agency, raided his home and took him into custody. Prosecutors have formally charged him with collusion with a foreign power and gathering information on the fundamental interests of the nation. This case presents a unique problem. Chuet didn't smuggle physical blueprints or flash drives, and he claims his activities were public and legal. This forces us to ask how someone can leak national defense secrets without ever touching a classified document. Modern air superiority depends on the jet's technology, but it relies equally on human reflexes, engagement procedures, and the split-second tactical decisions ingrained in the pilot. Intelligence agencies now treat the minds of their veterans as the most sensitive classified servers in existence. Foreign adversaries have established a highly lucrative pipeline to purchase these human hard drives on the open market. Espionage has evolved. It is no longer restricted to stealing engineering data, but involves purchasing the tactical software required to win a combat engagement. Foreign militaries avoid contacting Western pilots directly because such outreach would trigger immediate counterintelligence alarms. Instead, they use third-party intermediaries, specifically utilizing firms like the Test Flight Academy of South Africa as the primary recruiter. They lure veterans with offers of up to $30,000 per month, framing the work as standard private consulting or flight training. This corporate structure creates a sense of legitimacy, encouraging the pilot to see the contract as a private sector opportunity rather than a foreign intelligence operation. The success of this recruitment relies entirely on the appearance of a standard business transaction to bypass the pilot's legal and ethical guardrails. The corporate facade of the South African Academy disappears once the pilot actually begins the job. The Aviation Industry Corporation of China, or AVIC, coordinates the operations on the ground. AVIC is a state-owned aerospace manufacturer, directly connected to Beijing's national interests. The ultimate students in these sessions are pilots from the Chinese People's Liberation Army. Beijing uses these sessions to accumulate intelligence on Western engagement procedures and the specific decision trees NATO pilots use in combat. The objective is to learn exactly how Western forces think, react, and fight during a high-stakes encounter. This pipeline functions as a structured extraction of tactical software, effectively bypassing billions of dollars in Western defense research. This creates a situation where Western taxpayers have inadvertently subsidized the advanced tactical training of their own rivals. Adversaries are now operating advanced stealth jets paired with the exact combat playbooks and operational limits of Western militaries. In a modern dogfight, survival is impossible if the enemy already anticipates your every move before you execute it. Technological air superiority is neutralized when the opposing force already knows your entire operational playbook. Pierre-Henri Chuet is presumed innocent, but his arrest serves as a definitive shift in how these cases are handled. Western intelligence agencies now classify overseas private military consulting as an active national security threat. For veterans, the legal reality is now uncompromising. The tactical knowledge gained in uniform is a permanent state secret that cannot be sold. The era of the gray zone side hustle has ended. Selling tactical expertise to a foreign power will now be prosecuted with the same severity as physical espionage.